Hey there, Chad here for the AI Content Dojo. In this video, I want to show you something super simple that will help you kind of summarize some content that you can then maybe use in different ways for your articles that you want to create for your readers. Of course, I'm going to use Tokyo Spark. It's my website. I want to summarize omakase, which is a dining experience in Japan where you let the chef basically create the meal that he wants to create, or they want to create that day based off of the ingredients they find and things like that. It's a really great dining experience where you go in, you don't really have a choice. The chef creates the meal for you, and it's most often amazing. So this is the content we're going to use. I've already copied it into Shortly, but that's all I've done up to this point. I've just copied it here, and this really simple thing is you don't laugh when you see it, but literally it is something that OpenAI has used in their own examples too, but TLDR. Too long, didn't read. Yep. Okay, so now I have to make a little caveat. This is AI, and so it could do its own thing right here. It could create something that just, I like to say it tries to embarrass me on camera, right? So here we go. I'm going to run write for me right now. There's no instruct command here. We're just going to use write for me and see what happens. It's okay. I guess omakase maybe is the name of a restaurant that GPT-3 is aware of. You could highlight, delete this. You could do Control Z or Control semicolon. I'll do Control Z, or I guess I could have done Command / to rerun it as well. But I'm just going to go ahead and run it again. Let's see if we come up with a decent summary of omakase. Yeah, okay. So too long, didn't read. This is Japanese for I'll leave it to you, focusing on trusting an expert chef. Okay, so if you are going to use this in your content, though, you know that it's missing something, right? And this is this is a good teaching moment, I guess, because these AI tools, you're not trying to, you shouldn't be trying to let them just generate all the content for you. They're assistants, so they're there to help you create this content. So you would say something like omakase, Japanese for I'll leave it to you, right? And we can take this away. We've got our summary now, and maybe a decent way of using a summary like this. It has kind of the essence of that whole passage up there in one sentence. You might use it in an article brief. Please write an article about omakase, Japanese for I'll leave it to you, focusing on trusting an expert chef. And then when you're working on your content, this nicely designed article brief will help bring context to the AI, so that when you're deep in an article somewhere and you're trying to get the content that you want, a good strong article brief will make that possible for you, or help make it possible for you. And it is it's like having the good music that you like to dance to in the background when you're doing the dance with the AI. So I highly recommend this strategy if you're looking for ways of summarizing decent passages of content. You can't go too far because there is a limit on how much the AI will accept. But a good chunk like this is probably enough. You can do some summaries on it. You can use those summaries maybe in your conclusions and things like that. Because sometimes you're going to run into an issue where the conclusions written by AI just don't seem to summarize the content very well. It'll say a lot of good things about it, like that sound like it's going to end the article. But if you would, a good closing out statement on your article would also summarize what the whole article was about and stuff. So this might be a good way to do that. So yeah, that's it. That's it for this video. Nice and simple. Too long, didn't read. Yeah, I want you to pay extra attention though to just kind of how powerful that is if you think about it. you have a page full of content and you just put TLDR at the bottom of it. Oh, and the reason that you put it at the bottom, so TLDR is down here at the bottom, right, is because the way that the context works in Shortly is everything from the cursor, which is right here next to the TLDR right now, everything from there up, right? So everything from there up, including the article brief and the title. So the title's empty, so there's nothing to pass to the AI there. This one has some content in it now, but when I was going through the TLDR before, that was empty, if you recall. So if you're doing this TLDR and you've got a ton of content above it, more than it can actually do, that's when you would probably start throwing in the triple slash, right? That's the context cutoff. So what this means with that triple slash being right there is when I'm down here at the TLDR level and I hit right for me, it is only going to use what is right here. It won't go above that. That triple slash means stop here. And this is the content that it will use. Sorry. And here is, let's just have some proof of that. If I cut this context off here and take away the article brief, and now right here, if I hit the right for me right after this TLDR here, all it has is "and love every minute of it," hopefully, right? There's nothing else for it to use because the title and the article brief are blank, and there's nothing else between this. The triple slash is cutting this off from the rest of the article. So this TLDR should maybe just not really make a lot of sense at all because, you know, there's a very, very vague sentence right here for it to use. So let's just see what happens. Wow, I got off into some life advice and stuff. Read everything on the second page and just try it for a while. You don't need incredibly strong willpower to do this stuff. You just need to decide you're going to do it. I think that is an amazing way to close out this video. You just have to decide you're going to do it. Make the most of these tools, create something amazing, and if you do, please reach out to me. I'd love to hear your success stories. And if you're not in the AI Content Dojo Facebook group yet, get in there. We talk about this stuff and helping each other make best use of these tools. And if you don't have Shortly yet, if this is new to you, please, if you don't mind, purchase it through the link in the description below. And Shortly will give the AI Content Dojo a small commission to help me continue to create videos like this. And I look forward to creating many, many more across the wide spectrum of different tools and workflows and things to help you get your work done, your content created, and explode your business. Okay? So until next time, take care.